As the Colombian peace talks continue in Havana, our correspondent in Bogotá, Natalia Margarita, reports on reactions in Colombia to the major de-escalation agreement reached by the FARC rebels and the government.
Measures to de-escalate the conflict was the latest government announcement following the FARC's decision to revive a unilateral truce. And even though a bilateral ceasefire still needs to be agreed, social organizations see with hope that Colombia is now one step closer to a cessation of hostilities.
Those announcements seeking a bilateral cessation of hostilities will create a suitable environment for the public opinion and for the confidence of Colombians toward the peace process.
The 4 months following the 20th of July, when the FARC's unilateral truce will be set in place, are going to be crucial. That's the time lapse in which the government is expected to start implementing reciprocal de-escalation measures.
The civil society is going to put pressure through street mobilizations, public deliberations, statements, initiatives, so the next 4 months do not pass without a bilateral ceasefire. We obviously want this bilateral ceasefire as soon as possible.
A pressing issue is to raise awareness on what Colombia gains from a de-escalation of the confrontation, something that, even though it was clear during the last FARC's unilateral ceasefire, was not valued enough.
It did not get much attention, and once it was lifted and the bombings and the deaths came back, then Colombians were shocked and mad. That is understandable, but that's also why this time we should value the unilateral ceasefire.
The peace delegations in Havana have also requested the presence of a delegate from the United Nations and the UNASUR, something that was also welcomed by peace advocates in Colombia.
The president of UNASUR, who is Uruguayan, as well as the Secretary General Ernesto Samper, know in depth the Colombian conflict, and they really can, without any personal interests, contribute in a credible, reliable, and fundamental way to the peace process.
Social organizations have announced that the National Encounter for Peace on the 22nd and the 23rd of July, as they believe that social mobilization is going to be crucial in the upcoming weeks and months. Natalia Margarita, Telesur, Bogotá, Colombia.